So now we're going to add Santa into the scene. Wow. So it added the third person. It added Santa. The gingerbread character is still the same. Preston is still the same. When I first started doing the images and I was using the other softwares, it will literally be an all day thing trying to get some images done. You guys can use this for your inspiration to create whatever book that you have been wanting to create. Hey guys, so this holiday season, I wanted to create something fun, cute, and something to keep the children busy. So I went to consistentcharacter.ai, which will be rebranding soon to Neolemon, just to build a mini story and an activity book. I'm going to show you how quick you can get a product out there with this one tool and within minutes have everything that you need. All right, so we are in consistentcharacter.ai, aka Neolemon, and we're going to start our new character. So I'm just going to go down to Character Turbo and I'm going to paste my prompt in. I already have my prompt, but this story is going to be around about a cookie detective. And I'm going to include, of course, on one side of the book, the actual story, and then on the other side just different activity pages, so a maze, a puzzle, a word search, things like that. So let's start with our character. Let's build our character, and if you know me and you know the videos, full body front view is always going to be the first character that I build of my character. So let me just type that in. Background is going to be plain. I don't need a background for this first character. Portrait 3x4 and style. It can be any style. I always use Pixar, but let's just do the classic 2D flat. I like the style. So if you do not like the style, it did include the background. However, you can always go ahead and click on this, hover up your mouse on the image, and above in the gray bar, there is going to be an option for a transparent background, and you could just do that. But this is fine. But I have my character. I'm going to run it one more time. And this is just, you could do this if you do not like the character or if you want to just test out something else, another look. So let's just do it one more time. And I know why it had a background because my prompt included one, but that's fine. Okay. This is cute as well. All right. Which one do I like better? All right. So I like this image. And what I'm going to do, because I want to keep working with this image, we're just going to now go to the edit action. And this way, this is the best way to keep your character consistent, is to work from the edit action or the edit expression tab, whatever within that image, and whatever on that tab is going to be the best way to edit little things about your character. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the next prompt and then paste that in here so we can get our next image. One second. All right, so I went ahead and did the second page and third page, but you're going to see this is the first page, second page, everything's the same down to the background. The background is the same. He has the cookie crumbs, and now he's about to go and follow the cookie crumbs. So I'm about to edit this action on this picture. Okay, so it's pointing to something, just a paw print, and yeah, that's what the prompt tells it to do. So let's move on. Let's go to edit action on this image and then type in the next prompt. And you see how fast I'm doing it. I'm already on page 5. Already on page 5. I remember when I first started doing images and I was using the other softwares, it will literally be an all day thing trying to get some images done for either a book that I wanted to do or somebody was trying to get me to do a book for them. I would have to sometimes spend up to 3 days trying to generate images because, again, they weren't consistent or they just were generating too slow and forgot what it was doing. It was just a mess. But anyway, within a few minutes, I'm already on page 5. Okay, let me get back to it. Let's see. We are next on, okay, let's generate this one. And this one is going to be adding a character to the scene. So let's see how it does. And I'm not in the multi-character function. Now, this is cute. I believe the gingerbread man is a little bit too big, but I'm not mad at it. But the scene is consistent. It added the gingerbread cookie character. I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna go with it and keep going. All right, let's go get my next prompt. Edit action on this newer image, and I'm going to paste this one in. Okay, generate. Okay, Preston. Oop, Preston standing with his hands on hips, looking at the shy gingerbread cookie. Ginger looks guilty, crumbs falling, Christmas tree behind them. Cool. He's guilty. All right. I like that. Now, they are in the same spot. The background is consistent. However, if you are writing your book and you want them to be into different parts of the house, make sure you include that into your prompt. But this is all the same. Look, I'm gonna go back to the first page real quick. So we got the first image, second image, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm almost done. Okay, so now they're going to be in the kitchen. So we're going to change the location. Now let's see if it does it. If not, we go to edit background and we'll do it that way. But generate. And you can see also that we have two characters. The characters are still consistent, and I'm not even in the multi character function. I love that. So, yes, you do have that multi character function, but sometimes you don't need it. This is why I love this software so much because literally every week, it gets better and better. But look at that. Let's go back and look at this character, the gingerbread man, and our main character, Preston. So this is the first image, second image, third image. Very consistent. Sizing is still there. He's there now in a different location in the kitchen, mixing cookie dough. Love it. All right, let's do our last image. And now this is going to be adding in one more character. So let's see how it does. This is going to now be 3 characters within this one scene. Let's edit action of this last one where they're in the kitchen. Let's see. So now we're going to add Santa into the scene. Wow. So it added the third person. It added Santa. The gingerbread character is still the same. Preston is still the same. Let's see. Any differences? So the only difference I do see is the outfit changed. So the image that we were working with cut off the pants and all that. So that's why it didn't have something to you go off of. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go down to this image where it has the full outfit again. And I'm going to edit action on this image, keep that same prompt. However, now I'm just going to do generate. So that way it can see the whole outfit and keep it consistent with the outfit that we already had. All right, so the cookie, it did change it back to the outfit. Cool, but the cookie plate is in front of the gingerbread man's face. So let's do it one more time. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna and edit this photo because I do like this photo. However, the expression on Mr. Gingerbread Man, he needs to be proud. So I'm gonna say edit expression and everyone is smiling. Okay. Much better. There we go. All right, so we are done. We are done with our images. And now we just need to go into Canva, put it together, and get our activity sheets. All right, so we're in Canva, and all you do from this point on is just drag and drop your image. And you're going to do this throughout the whole page. And you're going to do this until you, of course, have all your images uploaded. I'm going to leave. So the first one side of the book is going to have the actual story. So I'm going to have this side with the character and the storybook. And then this page, I'm going to leave blank for right now. And that's going to be our activity page. So I'll come back when I have everything set up and I'll show you how to include your activity pages, what apps within Canva to do mazes, word searches, and things like that. All right. So for the different activity things, your imagination go wild. But the first image, the first activity is going to be a cutout, and we're going to do a badge since he is the cookie detective. And you could just put in a badge. I'm going to put some little cookies around in a magnifier glass. And as far as the text, just let's see, go back real quick. Add your heading there, whatever your heading is going to be, and that can be your first activity. Detective cookie. I don't know, but you get the idea. And this can be a cutout activity. All right, so that's one idea. The next would be you would go to your apps, and on the in Canva, if you scroll down, you'll see the option for apps. And in this area, you can type in word search, maze, puzzle, tracer, whatever activity you can think of. You can go ahead and search for it. So, for example, let's type in maze. And they have different apps for mazes. You can do Activity Maker. There's a maze right here. I'm just going to click on this first maze and add, but just hit add to design, stretch it out. And then you can go and dress it up some. For example, I would go into my uploads and I get my character, remove the background. And so we have our character, and I'm going to size him down and have him at the start, right? And in the elements, I'll search for cookie and take this cookie, size it down, and that'll be at our finish line. You could add in different elements all around, dress it up, make it fun. Add your title, your text, go to text and add your title here. And then you have another activity for your book. If you just want to do a word search, again, go back to activities, type in, go to apps, go to, and then type in whatever it is that you want to create. So let's do word search. So then we have, let's do activity makers. And then you just will type in whatever the words that you want to use within your activity. You could also do a crossword. They also have maze here. And so I'm going to come back in just a minute with the finished look and show you guys what I came up with and use this. You guys can use this for your inspiration to create whatever book that you have been wanting to create. Okay, so finally done. I have all my pages and I have all my activities. And so we're just going to scroll through. So page one, my first activity is just cut out your detective badge. They can add their name. And then page two, you got the follow the crumbs maze. Page three, and find the cookie clues. Page four, they trace the paw print because that's what they see in the story. Page, what, I don't know, five, you caught the cookie man, the gingerbread man. So color the suspect, okay? Then we have the next page. Then we have the word search. Then we have them in the kitchen, and then you just color the image. And finally, we have the last scene with Santa, and we have you solve the cookie mystery, official cookie detective. All right. So we have our book, and all you would do is follow the previous video to make the cover for your book. You can upload it to KDP. You can also put it on your own website, or you can put it on Stand Store or whatever you want to do and have it as a download that people can come and buy. Also, Pinterest, Etsy, whatever you want to do. But this is something so simple to make. Literally, from start to finish, it maybe took me 45 minutes. To create the images and consistent character, literally only took me about 10 minutes, if that. But the rest was just putting it all together in Canva. I just have a little border and just finding or creating the activity sheets. So I have a complete digital product or digital book in less than 45 minutes. So if you are wanting to do something similar or create your own books, create your own activities, if you're a teacher, you want to do something like this and you need the tool to do it correctly, do it easily, go ahead and go to consistentcharacter.ai and sign up for a free trial if you want to just test it out. I'll see you guys on the next one.